They will fail. They fail. They will fail. That's what they say to themselves, so that we can fight against the Europeans and those people. The enemies of the Americans carry guns. The enemies of the African, they can fly on a broom. Countries like America were very fast in terms of creating perception than other countries. They used television. Yeah, they used television to throw agendas of saying America is great. That's why if you are watching your television, you will see Rambo going to Afghanistan. And his gun does not finish bullets. Futia Rambo ipere bullets. Anoshika kune imwe nyika ora ya munhu wese ari 1. Iye anozongorowo bullet 1 pa shoulder so. Isu kuno takanzi tiekte mamovie. Tobva taekta mamovie evaroyi. After nebo ndukunyepere nebo kwangona ngachi asikanzona kuti our movies and the way we actually tell our story, the way we tell our story narrates even our type of enemies. The enemies of the Americans carry guns. The enemies of the African, they can fly on a broom. Speak to your neighbor. Speak to your neighbor. Kanchan. Murusero. So we see them on a broom. We see them on Murusero. I can't remember which president, but there is one president who gathered the witches and said, I want to harvest your power so that we can fight against the Europeans and those people. The word says our battle is not carnal as you think, but we wrestle against principalities. We wrestle against powers of darkness. We
fight against the evil.
Sophisticated, intelligent witches are after our destiny. Hallelujah. Today I want to speak about 3 types of enemies that are in your life. I want to speak about 3 types of enemies that are in your life. Let me start with the most complicated one. The first enemy that is in your life. Write subheading. Say myself. This one is not preached very much, but it's one of the most complicated enemy that one may carry. Yourself. You may be fighting yourself not aware. You may be destroying yourself not aware. This enemy needs your contribution to agree and say, enough is enough, I want to take a certain direction. That is one biggest enemy, yourself. For example, last week I preached and I said, pray every day for the coming 7 days. Make sure that you are praying. You will see that most of you didn't pray. Who is the enemy? Yourself. Yourself. So there are a group of people that are in here who are not being bewitched at all. There is not even any witch attacking you. You are attacking yourself. To the extent that the devil may just look at you and say, this one I don't even need to give any poison or any disease. He's already finished. There are people here who are seated in this service who fail to forgive. And they carry even last year grudges. They carry years of pain inside their heart. By the end of the day, who is the enemy? Yourself. There are people here who are afraid of doing any business, who are afraid of doing anything new. They blame the economy, they blame everyone because they can't deal with themselves. There are people here who are so much timid. There are people here who are afraid of everything, and they just feel every time that they fail. They will fail, they fail, they will fail. That's what they say to themselves. To the extent that if they are not redeemed from themselves, success is never part of their life. Who is your enemy? You really know the good thing that you are supposed to do. It is with you. You really know the good thing that you are supposed to do. It is with you. But somehow, the self-you denies you to manifest in that area. Somehow, you are denied to become what you are supposed to become, because the enemy is internal. It is yourself. The first, most complicated enemy, yourself. Yourself. Hallelujah. Can I continue? When you do not bathe to become better, don't blame the world. You are the enemy. When you don't talk nice to be liked, don't blame the world. You are the enemy. When you don't know how to relate with other people, there is nothing to do with a witch there. You are the problem. Ndiwe muroi wacho. Uziroya. Sapane mandu ombe. Andauti mweya mchene na asati batsiri. Adile nayo aigadzirisi.
There's a big enemy.
Indecision. Kutadza kupa a proper decision at a given moment, you may destroy yourself. Kuda kunakirwa. Zokusika pa ukanganwa. You are the enemy. And the problem with this type of an enemy is you can do 52 service and you will always forget this enemy. People are so much good at dealing with an outside enemy, and they avoid the inside enemy. The enemy of fear, the enemy of anxiety, the enemy of anxiety, the enemy of fear, afraid of doing something new, afraid of losing, afraid of relating, afraid of greeting proper hands. And you become a loner. You are the enemy. Mandu iri mauri ndiwe mandu yacho. Divunzireni about mandu yako ndiani.
Ask your neighbor, who is your enemy?